Attio has released some significant updates recently, so I wanted to break down what they actually mean for how you design and operate your CRM. We'll cover the new object level permissions, Ask Attio, and how these changes can impact architecture and your day-to-day operations. Let's get into it. Attio has now introduced object level permissions. So whether you have a standard or a custom object, you can now set specific permission settings within each of your objects. So I'm in Deals, which is a standard object, and right now you can see that my workspace access is read and write. So this is the default access for all workspace members. The other options are read-only, so team members can only read those records, so they can only view them basically. And then full access means they can manage attributes, permissions, and all admin level settings, I would say. So you probably don't want to give everyone full access to managing your attributes and your permissions. You might want to only give that to admin level users within your workspace. But let's say, on the deals object, I'm okay with the default access for my workspace members being read and write. But then maybe for specific teams, I only want them to be able to view those records. I can go into members and teams, and I created an example team here, which is customer success. And maybe I don't want customer success to be able to change any records within deals because there's no reason for them to. Then I can add them here, customer success, and then I can set their setting to read only. And that overrides the workspace access. And then I can also create another team for maybe admin level. And then those people within that team could be able to manage attributes, permissions, so on and so forth. Or maybe I just want to set access for individual members and I don't need to create teams because maybe I'm part of a smaller team. I can just add specific users and override the workspace access here and allocate which permission settings I think make sense for their role. So I think this is a really big step forward, especially towards governance and making Attio more enterprise ready. It really makes Attio viable for more structured teams and multifunctional orgs. Okay, so another major update is Ask Attio, which you can find in your homepage. And within Ask Attio, you can ask it to do things like recap your previous calls or meetings, help you with meeting prep, do account research, so on and so forth. If you click on Insert Prompt, you can browse the already existing prompts in here. So these are templates that Attio has created for you. And, some really common ones are run account research, right? Update a deal automatically based on a recorded call. I feel like that would be super useful. Suggest next steps, follow-up email. So draft a follow-up email based on a meeting and the conversation that happened there. Meeting prep, for example. So I'm just going to do run account research as an example, and I've already saved that as one of my main prompts, so I can just pull that up here. And then I would select the record that I want. I'm just going to do iCloud. And then now it's running some research. Now, if it's your first time using it, it will ask you if you want to always allow it to do web research, or if you only want to allow it that one time. I clicked always allow, so now it doesn't ask me anymore. But it is something to keep in mind because it does consume more credits than some of the other tasks. Okay, so we got a snapshot of the company. We got some more firmographic updates, which map very nicely to Attio's attributes. We got, recent news, key people at the company, the competitive landscape, so on and so forth. But I think what's really cool is that you can get it to update your company records. You can get it to suggest follow-up tasks. You can get it to draft emails, for example. So in this case, I'm just going to ask it to update the company record. And if you don't see what you want here, you can just ask it here and see what it tells you. But I'm just going to click on Update iCloud Company Record with recent details. So now it's checking the available attributes on the company's objects so that it knows what fields to update. Okay, so here are the suggested updates. So it says no attribute updates found for this record. If there were attribute updates found, then you can just click on accept all. And as you can see, that didn't work because there are no attribute updates that it found. But then it does make some suggestions. So at that point, you can then go into the actual record and update it yourself. But sometimes it actually provides the attribute updates here, and then you just click on accept all and it automatically updates for you. And I feel like that will start happening more and more. But I think this is really valuable. And I've tried this out for, meetings, post meetings, and it will actually generate tasks for me. And then all I have to do is click accept. I will just show you as an example. Create follow-up task to reach out next week. Follow up and reach out to iCloud next week, March 4th. I was very vague in my prompt, right? I could have given it a specific date. I said next week, so it just assumed it would be next Wednesday. And now I can just click on create, and then that task is now created for me. So it can save you a lot of time, and I think that this feature will only get better and better, but this is an amazing step in the right direction. And it's really showing how incorporated AI is into Attio. And you can really tell that it's not just bolted on AI features for the sake of it being AI. It really is incorporated in a very seamless way, and it feels like it's part of the system. And a mini but useful update is that you can now see emails on deal records. So previously you had to click into the person or company record to see email communication, but now you can actually see that in the deal record as long as the person or the company is associated with the deal. And I know this isn't a great example because I'm in my demo account, so you can't see emails. I don't have my emails synced, but take a look in your workspace. I think it's a very useful update. So some really exciting updates that show Attio maturing in two important directions, governance and intelligence. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're new to Attio and have not signed up yet, I have a link you can use to get 10% off, which is in the description. And if you need one-on-one help, feel free to schedule an intro call with me. My link and contact info is in the description as well. Thanks for watching.